same could be kind of said with a track called Hawaiian Air. Jack wrote all the lyrics to that, and it's kind of weird me singing lyrics that have been written by someone else, but it just sort of worked. It wasn't just like all the starting ideas came from me. I think it's definitely varied on each track.
Even though musically they've moved on from Kiss of Life, you can perhaps detect a theme that has run through their music since then.
But I suppose like a theme that kind of goes through some of the music is like being somewhere else, you know, like you're sort of escaping from, you know, like whatever's going on, you know, right there. I think when we make music, we tend to do it best in like the most dull kind of surroundings. We have to make the music that we make kind of exciting in order to, I don't know, I guess like drown out some of the kind of boring stuff that's actually in the studio when we're doing it. I think we kind of thrive in those kind of conditions, and I think maybe that's why our music is sort of escapist.
But there's dissent in the ranks. Lead singer Ed again.
I'm just going to totally backtrack on what Jack said, but I think the songwriting process is perhaps escapist. But I think with this record lyrically, it's the polar opposite. With the first record, with tracks like Paris and Skeleton Boy, they were very much lyrically about being somewhere else, a better place from where you are. But I think with this record, it's much more about being grounded and sort of enjoying and appreciating the moments that you spend with people that are important in your life.
Paul Epworth was very much a guiding light on the first album, but how was it different working with him this time round?
I think it kind of work with Paul kind of works in a number of ways. Like it was sort of, I think there were certain songs where we'd mainly completed them, and Paul sort of came in just to add sort of, you know, an extra kind of 5% to them. Like that happened with Hurting and with Blue Cassette.
Again.
I think the whole band really have a very good filter of knowing just how far you can push something without it becoming awkward or alienating, and I think that's you know, again, it sort of makes them distinct from many of their musical peers. I think it just sounds like a natural progression, really.
Painfully obvious question that we have to ask. Why call it Parlour?
It's named after an island from the novel Island by Aldous Huxley is about a doomed utopia, a beautiful paradise that's ultimately destined to never quite work. To me, in my life, I think I'm at a stage where I have to just try and enjoy every moment as much as I can and not dwell on things at all. And I think that the island and the way that they live their lives was kind of a good symbol for how I feel in my life. It's quite a nihilistic way of looking at life, thinking that, you know, all good things have to end. But if you think of life in that way, then you definitely appreciate the here and now a lot more.
And the front cover of the record is definitely a parrot, yeah?
The parrots on the island are trained to give uplifting messages to the people of the island, and it kind of, the parrot is a really good symbol for our music as well, I think, because colourful, it's vibrant, and I feel like our music is that too.
One of the most exciting and innovative and interesting bands that I've heard of for many, many years are doing pretty well, and I'm sure they'll be around for years to come.
I think what Friendly Fires have done is made it kind of cool to dance again. A lot of the time bands that make music in, you know, the loose indie category, danceable, they're very concerned with being cool. Is it underground? It can't be too pop, or if it is pop, it needs to be twisted pop, or it needs to be produced by this guy, that guy. And I think Friendly Fires, they're very inclusive, they're not exclusive. You know, they're a cool band and they make music that cool people like, but also a lot of other people who would never consider themselves cool or care like Friendly Fires and want to go and see them perform live because they love the unabashed sort of fun of it. I'm definitely in the latter, you know. I don't really know what cool is, but I know I like Friendly Fires' music, and I think it comes from a very authentic place.